Hello and welcome to Topper Machine. I'm Josh Topper. Today is our follow-up video. If you're new to the channel, what we do is we do a Wednesday follow-up where I answer viewers' questions and comments. And Saturday's video was the changing out of the table on the radial drill, going from what many of you affectionately called it a moon rock to a beautiful, very nice, larger table that I acquired from a local shop that closed up. Sadly, his equipment was all scrapped. There was just no market for it, and I'm seeing that around here as well, you know, all around the area. I talked to the guys at Premier Machinery Auctions, and they're saying the used equipment market for manual machines is gone. There is just no value left in this stuff. My shop here, I probably have $250,000 tied up into building this shop, just in equipment and tooling and that, and I'd probably be lucky to get 25 grand for it right now. So pretty sad the way the world is heading, but that's the way it is. So let's move on to the questions and comments. There were some, well, there were a lot of great comments about the idiots that used my drill before I got it and did all that damage. And yeah, I have to agree, there were some pretty stupid ones. I mean, there were holes all the way through. It was, I don't know how you can do that. I mean, do you just set the power feed and walk away for lunch? I just don't understand it. It was pretty bad. Luckily, this table was in amazing condition. It's got a couple repairs. There are a couple holes, but nothing major, but the T-slots are absolutely perfect. There were a few comments about milling it, truing it up on the boring mill, and quite honestly, it's a drill press. That's not necessary, especially with, I checked this with a square, and this thing is absolutely perfect. I mean, it is in excellent condition, so, and it's not a precision machine. A radial drill is not a precision machine. You're not using it as a milling machine, so it's not critical to be absolutely perpendicular or, you know, in line with anything. Parallel on the sides, perpendicular. It doesn't matter that much. It's just a drill press, you know, a very large drill press, but it's just not critical to be that close and tight. Somebody asked what the material was and the hardness of the tables. They are a cast iron. They're usually not hardened, but sometimes they are, like flame hardened. But I'm not sure. I don't know the condition, you know, how they treated these, what they've done. I know there's stress relieving done on a lot of these castings, and I'm sure this one has been through stress relieving just being up here in a northern Wisconsin climate. I know the machine sat outside for a couple of years before it moved into his shop. I know a lot of things from the owner, the stories, where he got it, things like that. So I know this has been in some extreme cold, some extreme heat, but with the condition of it, it cleaned up beautifully. I'm not surprised, actually. The quality of this table is right there up high where it needs to be. A few people, or one for sure, commented on my extension table I made back there for a single job that is every 2 years, 3 years, something like that, drilling some AR 500 plate, and that fit to my T-slot table. This one will still fit. Nothing needs to change because the distance between the first and third one is the same as the other table. So it's perfect. It'll slip right in, bolt down, and we're good to go. We had a few comments about using both tables on here. I just don't feel that necessary. Somebody had suggested because of longer material I could use, you know, bigger. I have that, and I also have the forklift, which I will position, you know, if I got a long shaft, I'll position that out here somewhere and rest it on the forks, clamp it on the table, and it works just fine. I've done that quite a few times over the years, or hung it from the gantry crane. There's so many ways to compensate for having a small table, which I used to do. Now I have a big table. So there's a lot of things that, you know, you can do with a radial drill that you just can't do with a lot of other stuff. And like I said, I absolutely love my radial drill. There are a lot of people that don't understand why you would even want one, but Well, you'll see in Saturday's video, I will mention a very, very critical reason to have a radial drill, because they are, quite honestly, one of the best machines in a small shop for repair work or just drilling holes. I mean, you got a large plate, do your layout, and you can punch holes all over that thing real easy. You got quite a large sweep, you got some height, you know, it's fully adjustable. They're just a great machine. So with that, I think we covered almost everything, except for one person did leave a comment or question that I'm going to address here, and it wasn't pertaining to the video. It was just kind of, if I had a, how he worded it, if I had a 5x5 square of space in the shop, what machine would I get? I wouldn't. I'm set up very well right now. Actually, there is nothing that I want. I've toyed with getting rid of a few more things, actually, but as of right now, I'm well equipped for the work I have. You know, there's nothing new coming in, so there's no real reason to have a desire for new equipment. So I'm sitting very good. I've got everything tooled up really well. So that's the answer to your question if you're watching. And we got some cool stuff coming up, lots of cool stuff. There's been work on the sawmill. The sawmill is down right now. So there is a lot of stuff that's being upgraded on the sawmill. There are going to be a bunch of videos on that. And then we're working on the steam engine still. We got the radial drill job this coming weekend. So lots of cool stuff coming. Stick with us. I really appreciate everybody following me all these years, and to the new subscribers, thank you for joining and staying with me and learning on the journey. And don't forget to check out my older content, because there's some amazing stuff there. I know a lot of people don't go back and look at the old stuff, but check it out. There's quite a bit of good stuff there. So with that, thank you for watching, and until next time, get out in your shop and get it done right the first time.